Views from the Bleachers podcast. Pat the designer, haize is in the building. Y'all been begging for us to do a podcast, but we just talk about whatever we feel like. So we finally decided to do it. Views from Bleachers, something we had. I mean, shoot, we basically resurrected this mug. Me and Kid was doing it. It died, and now we bringing it back. What's going on, my boy? How you feeling today, man?
I'm doing good, bro. I mean, it's 2024. It's the year of the dragon. Let's go ahead and resurrect some things. Why not, bro?
Hey, who we dragging today? That's the biggest question, man.
Oh, definitely JD is about to get dragged. You ain't even got. I'm not even finna hold y'all. I'm not finna act like something else is about to happen. JD is about to get dragged.
Hey, you know what's crazy about it is we get into all that, bro. But I ain't gonna lie. After seeing like Unc and Ocho show, I'm just like, bro, Mud's just out here dropping podcasts, and Mud's really just want to sit here and listen to their favorite creators just have real conversations. So that's what we gonna do on this mug. Nothing crazy. We going in. Well, a little bit crazy because I don't know where we want to start at. We want to start with the Super Bowl. We want to start with the Jordans. We want to start. Like, where we want to start on this one?
Let's start with the Super Bowl because it's a natural progression, right? Let's start with the Super Bowl.
I don't know how it connects, but goats. Okay, goat action. All right, bet. Let's start here. A lot of talk around Super Bowl if Pat Mahomes goes out there and wins. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. There a lot of talk now that Pat Mahomes somehow miraculously has surpassed Tom Brady. 4 rings short still. But the run that he is on is the greatest run we've ever seen a quarterback start their career with. I guess the biggest question surrounding all of this now is what has to be done for Pat Mahomes to become the GOAT? Or in your mind, has he already become the GOAT? Because I did the breeze earlier today. C-Dub, the C-Dub on my channel, all in that GOAT Mahomes is his new name.
I mean, I get it with the conversation around and why you try to have a conversation that Pat Mahomes is the GOAT. For me, I got to see it a little bit more, right? And they are building a dynasty. Don't make no mistake about it. I'm not doubting the dynasty, but can you really put him in the same conversation as Tom Brady yet? Especially when the 2 times that he matched up against Tom Brady in postseason, both in the AFC conference finals and then finals. What? I'm talking like we were talking basketball in the AFC championship and in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady kicked his ass.
You know what's interesting about it too, and this is what I love about Patrick Mahomes, and I bet you it eats at him every time people are gonna bring this up, and because Tom has a leg to stand on with it, right? Because of the moment that you just brought up. But realistically, if we talking head to head, right? Pat Mahomes has been the better quarterback throughout this portion of his career.
Facts.
But it eats at him that Brady beat him twice. And he literally said, somebody asked him about it the other day, and he literally was like, well, I can't say I'm the GOAT because Brady beat me twice.
And then he retired. He's never going to have
a chance. I'm never going to have a chance to actually go out there and beat him. I'm never going to have a chance to go out there and prove it. But just looking at the numbers, which is what a lot of people in this generation do, Pat Mahomes has just about 7,000 more passing yards than Tom Brady. His passing yards per attempt is at a full yard more. His passing yards per game is about 40 yards more, 50 yards more, somewhere in there. He has thrown 12 less interceptions. His quarterback rating way higher, 103.5. Brady's was 88.4. This is through the same amount of career. And when you get to championships, Pat Mahomes has 3. Brady had 3 at this point. Pat Mahomes has been awarded 3 more Pro Bowls than Brady. He's been All-Pro 2 more times. He's been the MVP twice. Brady had not won an MVP to this point, and he's now been the Super Bowl MVP once more than Tom Brady. The numbers would say that, yes, the start to his career is better, but I think this is my thing. Don't get caught in recency bias. Don't get caught in what we're seeing now is better than a full career, because you never know, especially in a game of a sport where, I mean, people get killed every day. like people's careers end every week. people get hit and it's just like, that's it, it's over. Like, that is a lot. We're extrapolating 10 more years. No, what? 14 more years on the Pat Mahomes career, and he ain't reached it yet.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that he can't get there. There's absolutely a path for him to get there. He's on that path. Let me not say a path for him to get there like he got it discovered. He's on the path to being in that GOAT conversation. And I get why the conversation is there, but to solidify him, for him to be legitimately amongst those players to be mentioned as the GOAT, he got a little bit more to go, bro. He got a little bit more to go to accomplish. And the thing is, he's young enough with enough career ahead of him, with a coaching staff, that seems like they're going to get there. They're going to strive for it every single year.
Are you somebody that enjoys watching greatness happen? And Absolutely. What I mean by that is some people like Joel is sick of it already. He's like, they've won enough. I'm done. Like, I don't need to see him win anymore. They've won enough. They got enough rings. I want some rings. And man, I get it we're all Bears fans. I get it from that standpoint. But like, it's just funny watching. To me, I enjoy watching greatness. I enjoy watching people go out there and be amazing at their craft. When I watch Anthony Edwards now, I'm like, yep, that's the next best player in the NBA.
Yeah, we talked about that before too. So yeah.
Like I enjoy watching people be amazing at what they do. And so like, it's so funny to me when some people are just, and I know there's a lot of people out there. There are people that were rooting for the 49ers just because they wanted the Chiefs to lose.
Yeah.
Now, if you were rooting for the 49ers just because you didn't want to see Taylor Swift anymore, all right, I can live with
that. I enjoy seeing greatness happen. The only time that I get tired of it, like where it seems like Joel is when it's like I get tired of the same run and there's no competition. That's what I get tired of. There's no competition and for a player on their path to greatness, where it's just like every year, they're gonna go to the Super Bowl every single year. There's competition. Like this run that Pat Mahomes had this year wasn't as easy as previous years, right? No. So I love to see greatness happen because I love to be able to say that I actually witnessed it, right? That it's not just me going back through the tapes and seeing greatness. It's the fact that I'm living it real time. Love to see it.
Yeah, it's so fun. Like, I don't think people realize like being in the moment and being able to experience it. A lot of times they realize it too late.
Yeah.
Right. Like that's how I was with LeBron for a long time because he was beating the Bulls. That's like you didn't want to see him be successful because he was beating the Bulls. But that's how I was with LeBron for a long time because like you would rather see him fail than beat your team. And it was never hate. It was never, I don't think that he's a good basketball player, but it was the standard that was in place. I didn't believe that he was able to live up to, which was the Jordan standard. Now, looking back on his career, looking back at what he's done, looking at how he's played, I don't know if I'll sit there and tell you that he's the GOAT, but I'm running out of arguments outside the fact that I'm from Chicago.
Facts. And that's always a weird moment too, where it's like your arguments that you had, you start looking at it and be like, dang, I don't have that argument anymore. Dang, I don't have that anymore. Okay, I just don't like you. I just don't like you.
Which is cool. Yeah. Wait, can we bring that back in sports? Can I be a fan and just be like, I just don't like him?
I just don't like him.
What's wrong with him? Nothing. I just don't like him. Dirty player, a little dirty. I don't know why my voice is cracking right now. They did a lot of screaming at the Super Bowl. I feel like I'm 12 again. I'm going through puberty right now. I don't know, man. No, I don't know, man. Like I really enjoy seeing the run that the Chiefs are on right now. I enjoy seeing the combination of Kelsey and Mahomes. Is it coming to an end though? Was this it? Kelsey getting older did not look like the same Kelsey this season.
True. I mean, but he stepped up in the playoffs on this year. I think Kelsey's going to be around as the Adonis Haslam for another couple more years.
Oh, not the UD. Well, that's not good. That's not good. Listen, I love UD, right? But like, you didn't want to see him on the court. It was like, we putting in UD. Who said something? Who got to get beat up? What'd they do?
Yeah, man. I think Kelsey's going to stay around a little bit. Like, you got to try to keep it together, right? Like, that like at least another year. Like try to go 3. You got to keep it together as much. Like repeat's cool, but they got to try to go for 3 in a row, right? So you would think that they're going to keep that together.
Has there ever been an NFL three-peat?
That's a good question. I doubt it. Heck, this is the first time since Brady that we had back-to-back wins. That was freaking 10 years apart. So I doubt it.
No team in the NFL has ever won 3 consecutive Super Bowls. In fact, no team in NFL history has even reached the Super Bowl stage after winning 2 championships in a row. The Chiefs will look to make history this season.
Listen, and you'd say Travis Kelce did have a down year. He still got almost 1,000 yards receiving and 5 touchdowns. So they got to try to go for the three-peat. They got to try to make history. Now, if they get a three-peat, he's absolutely retiring after that. He may retire. Listen, as soon as the final buzzer rings, he's gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm done. Just don't even ask."
Yeah,
retired.
Let me ask you this, because I think football is so different from basketball, right? Where with football, you could be the best player in the world and not make the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. And it's just, right, like Dan Marino was the best quarterback in the '80s by far,
because it takes so much more as far as the team.
Right, there's such a team aspect. If Pat Mahomes three-peats, is he the GOAT?
Yes. That's where things start changing. You make history in being the first quarterback ever to three-peat?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like doesn't need to win anymore, doesn't need no more rings, doesn't need no more no playoff appearance, right? Like he could retire the next day and he's the GOAT in your mind.
In my mind, yeah. I got to give him, like you said, witnessing greatness. That's something that I've never seen before, and we may never see again in the history of football. So, yeah, I would have to give it to him, unfortunately.
He would at that point have 4 Super Bowls. He would have been to 5. For this to happen, he would have to go to his 7th straight AFC championship game. He would have to win another AFC championship game, go back to his 5th Super Bowl in 6 years. It's pretty goaty to me. I don't know. Like it's so tough because in football, I feel like the rings actually still mean a lot. Not to say in basketball or in baseball they don't, but like the argument in basketball is more so about the attempt now than it is about finishing the job.
That's fair.
I mean, like LeBron, in a lot of people's mind, LeBron is the greatest player they've ever seen. He's the greatest player of all time. Doesn't need to win more rings than Michael. Doesn't need to win more rings. Was he tied with Kobe right now? How many is LeBron got? 4, 5? Brian got 2, 1. He's got 4. Bron's got 4.
Yeah, 4.
Doesn't have to tie with Kobe. He's already, in a lot of people's mind, he's well past Kobe already. I feel like in football, though, the rings do, like, they still, like, winning 8 rings would be insane. We thought 7 rings was impossible. The guys who have 7 rings are like the dudes that were just like, I'm still good and I'm just going to different teams. Like Brady won 6 with one team and then went to Tampa. It was like, let me show you what I can do. Like there is still, I'm not in the recency bias moment now, but I would have a hard time not saying Pat Mahomes is the greatest quarterback of all time if he won back to back to back. What does that do? See, now you really got to ask the question, what does that do for Andy Reid? Belichick's the GOAT.
Yeah, Belichick's the GOAT. It doesn't. I think Andy Reid has already done enough to where you can say he's one of the best coaches of a generation. I don't think Andy Reid's going to get in the conversation of best coach all time, but he's definitely
back to back Super Bowls though. Coaching him,
true.
That's crazy activity.
And that would be, how many Super Bowls has he been to? Because he went to one with.
He went to 1 in Philly or 2?
One in Philly.
One in
Philly.
And he would have been to, at that point, 5 in Kansas City if they get back this upcoming season.
He still doesn't catch up to Belichick, but he gets, if there's a ring of honor for GOAT coaches, he's sitting in the ring. He's at the table.
He's already Mount Rushmore, right?
Yeah. He's at the table. He's not sitting at the head of the table, but he's definitely at the table.
I'd have a tough time because if I'm not mistaken, Patriots went back to back. Did they go to a 3rd Super Bowl? They didn't go to a 3rd one after that.
The 3rd one, yeah.
They didn't get to the 3rd one. Getting to the 3rd one will be insane.
Yeah.
Winning the 3rd one, I feel like, yo, hey, Bill, move over.
You're moving Bill over?
Bill move over. Think about what that takes to run a team. A team that had Kadarius Toney and Marquez Valdez-Scantling and Rashee Rice as your top 3 wide receivers. He's on Instagram Live right now ranting about something that nobody cares about. I might have to move Bill over, bro. I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
It doesn't feel right, but your argument is right. Your argument's valid. Something about it just feels off, though. It's because it's Bill Belichick. It's 6 rings, right? Like, and he's probably won. The fact that I'll say this: if you can win 3 championships in an era where the game should have passed you by, very much like it feels it passed Bill Belichick by, that's GOAT status to me already. Because to me, Andy Reid, I look at him and I'm like, well, yeah, he's on the same. What is he? 6 years younger than Bill? 5 years younger than Bill? Yeah.
It's not a huge gap, I don't believe. What is Andy Reid age-wise? Andy Reid is 65. That might be a gap, actually. Bill Belichick, I feel like I was right. He's 71. All right. The game should be passing you by, and it seems like you're setting the game.
I mean, there's something to be said about it. Your argument isn't invalid, so
it's crazy, man. That's crazy. I guess we keep this thing moving along, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe to the page, all that good stuff. Let's have some fun on this mug, man, because now it's time to start to look at some of the interesting things from the Super Bowl. Haize, I got to ask you about this one right here. And I was watching Unc and Shannon, and the conversation was about how secure Swizz Beatz is in his relationship, because he defended Alicia Keys, which is fine, right? Confident. Yeah. Boom, you know your wife ain't cheating on you. But what was he whispering in her ear right here? She giggled, bro. I'm not that secure, bro. I'm willing to admit that.
It looks like there's a little Nikola Vucevic pelvic thrust going in there.
Oh, wait a minute, not the Vucci. He's giving her the Vucci.
The Vucci. I mean, the only thing that I can think about in that first picture that you showed is him saying, "Do you feel that thing on the back of you?"
It's bumpy.
Oh man.
I'm not that secure. I'm not gonna act like it, bro. Like, look at it. You look my girl in the eye like that, bro, and she smiled. But nah. It is what it is. It is what it is. Now that dress right though. Shout out Alicia.
Oh yeah, she killed it in the red. But I mean, if it was me personally, listen, bro.
There was not a good showing by Alicia Keys.
When she tried to hit that note, I was like, "Hey, baby, just go ahead and give it up, baby girl. Like you try, baby." If you look at my girl like that and you doing the pelvic thrust and holding her from the back, I gotta run you the fade. Like that's it. Like he would have got off that Super Bowl performance, would have been like, "Nice performance, Usher." Bop. Like you just would have had to get.
You're not gonna warn him, bro.
No, fuck that. What am I warning you for?
Not gonna warn
you ain't warn me. You was about to pelvic thrust my girl. What the hell? What am I warning you about?
I don't know, bro. That was one, bro. It was, bro. I don't know. And you singing My Boo here too. Started when we were. You know how young we was, but wait a minute, shorty. That was crazy activity on stage. A phenomenal halftime show by Usher, though. I thought they did a really good job. I thought the only part of the halftime show, of course, Alicia Keys missing that note a little bit, but the worst part, bit. Yeah, she missed it. She missed it.
I was about to say
the worst part though,
bro,
what was going on here, bro?
First of all, we got to run this down because. Literally, there was about 10 to 15 minutes after this performance happened. I had no idea that was JD. I thought it was CeeLo Green.
I absolutely thought this was CeeLo Green to start off with, which I don't know. Is that shout out CeeLo for losing weight, or is that dang JD for gaining the weight?
I don't know, bro. Like he ain't been right since Janet left him, bro.
Here's what you miss in that picture, right? So that almost looked normal.
I wouldn't say almost looks normal.
Here's the thing. It almost looks acceptable for what his tax bracket is, right?
Okay, that's fair.
Now, when you add in the bottom layer, though, like what?
The Deuteronomy 7s, the church step of 6s.
Bro, he got
with
the Claude Hopper 5s, bro.
Bro, that's I tell you, bro. That's the choice, bro. Like you got all this money. You got all this money and a stylist, bro. You wearing the same shoes and socks my daughter wore to Easter Sunday when she was 4 years old is crazy, bro.
Oh, the lace socks, bro. And then here's my thing. I don't care who made it. If it's a bad fit, it's a bad fit. Don't try to flex the brand on me later. Oh, that's them Louis Vuitton socks.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? They Louis Vuitton originals. When he came over with the Pilgrims for the first Thanksgiving, that's what them socks is, bro. Like, nah, dog. Like, hey, that's come on, dog. Yeah, I mean,
like, come on, man. As a grown ass man,
bro, is that him flexing?
That's him flexing the Louis. But this is the thing he posted.
First off, I bet you flexing the socks. That sock baggy around your heel. Pull your sock up.
Well, I mean,
why the heel of your foot?
Because he got man socks on, but he wears a kid size shoe.
Bro, you know he got a size 10 though, bro. Hey, here's my thing. Pull the socks all the way up. You got them bunched up at the bottom. It's a bad look. Dog, them socks go all the way. How high on this outfit could those socks be? Oh, they touching the bottom of the shorts, bro.
Guess how much those socks are? I just Googled it real quick.
How much are they?
They are $445 socks. You pay $445 to look like an idiot.
I ain't gonna lie to you. You can't flex on me on bad investments.
Exactly. That's what I'm
saying. You can't what's the resale value on them? Can you resell those? Like, you can't flex on me on a bad investment. That's a terrible sock. On a very small foot, like they don't make the sock in your size. What's going on with it? You pay $450 for the wrong size sock. You know, if he pulled this all the way up, them letters is flying down the side.
Oh, absolutely, bro.
Bhutan. Oh my God, dog.
Terrible.
That was a tough one, man. You got to ask yourself, right? What would Jermaine Dupree do? That's what we
don't want to ask myself that, because if that's the choice that he made with his money, I don't want to ask what would JD do, because I don't want to do shit that JD do. Like, shout out to him, he's a legend. But I'm good on that, bro.
This how we set our this how you set your budget in the future. If you feel like Jermaine Dupree would buy it, don't buy it.
Don't buy it. It's a bad investment at that point.
It's a bad investment.
It's crazy.
WWJDD, dog. Oh man, what else we got on the docket today? Oh, we got to talk about this. Chicago's on, man. Chicago's on. Is Marcus Chicago's on? Well, yeah, he went to school here. All that.
Yeah.
Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan break up, bro.
I'm not surprised.
I mean, listen, like, another Jordan Pippen breakup is just tough to see, man. Like, I thought we was really going through it with the first one where we thought they was cool as teammates, and then it didn't work out. And now we got this one here where apparently, right, Marcus clapping 7 times a day, she said. Which, why am I spending so much time in there? What's going on in there?
Bro, I have no idea. Like, it's like, listen. It's a Venus flytrap, bro, apparently. I don't know what to say.
It's a Venus flytrap. I don't know, man. Like, I just, those celebrity relationships are something I really don't pay attention to, almost in the slightest. But I thought that this one was so interesting because y'all did so much to hype this relationship up and try and make it, oh, it's okay. She's 16 years older than him. That's not that bad. He's fine. He can do what he want. He a grown man. He ignoring it, all for them to break up at the end of the day. I don't know, bro. That was one where I was just like,
my biggest thing, forget the breakup. Like, we just saw the spiral of Scottie Pippen where he's attacked everything about the damn Dynasty Bulls, all because this happened. And now you a little over a year, that's all that it took. Come on, man.
Now, is the winner in all of this Scottie Pippen Jr.?
I don't know. He's had to be teammates with somebody who smashed his mom before too. I don't know. Can you call that a win?
Who was he a teammate with that smashed his mom?
Malik Beasley. You forgot about that, didn't you? Like, I'm just saying, like. So keep in mind.
Oh, I forgot about it.
Scottie Pippen Jr. has to now know that the most toxic rapper in Future smashed your mama and broke up your parents' marriage. Then your teammate Malik Beasley smashed your mama. And then your cousin or your god brother, whoever I'm sure they were playing together as kids, also smashed your mama.
That's tough, dog. It's tough because here's the thing. Are we at the point where she a trollop status? Is this trollop status here?
I mean, I need to know.
I mean, they lengthy relationships for the most part.
How did her and Scotty meet? I think that's what it comes down to.
Well, it had to be a plane in Arkansas or something. Like, I don't know.
Because I think that matters. I think that changes some things because she was with celebrities also before that. I don't know, man.
That's tough, dog. Here's the thing, too, right? Like, I ain't gonna lie, because we played. Who is he playing for right now? That was actually hooping the other day. Was that Memphis?
Memphis
played against?
Yeah.
Plays for Memphis right now, right? And like knocked down the three, turned to the Bulls bench and flashed the 3 sign. You can never talk trash to me. What do you think? Moms is off limits on the basketball court? Oh, I'm cooking you. I mean, you'd be like, oh, big 3. Be like, your mom getting clapped by somebody that used to be in this jersey. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on now. Like, how's it feel to have your cousin knocking down moms? Now, you gotta walk lightly. You gotta tread very carefully, dog. I don't know, man. Like, that's the fact that they've broken up, you almost feel like the story dies down a little bit, right? Like,
it got to.
Unless he goes on to be a really good player. The only hope for Scottie Pippen Jr. is to not be a good NBA player.
I don't know what to say, bro. Like it's I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Like that's crazy. Listen, and this is why I thank God too that I'm not a celebrity, because like I don't need all my business being out. I don't need people paying attention to what my mama doing, especially if she out there wilding. Like that's crazy.
That's the part where it's insane, dog. It's like there's a whole generation of kids that's gonna have to normalize their moms being on OnlyFans, bro.
That's crazy because it's accurate.
Dog, like it's a whole generation.
Could you imagine? Because I know you, like me, used to roast people in school. Yeah. Could you imagine roasting somebody that you know that they're like you saw their mamas all her the same thing her doctor sees? You could never try to roast me in class. It's over with.
Here's where the cook show starts. How much she charging? Is she offering discounts? I can see your mom for $7.99.
Exactly, bro.
And in the month of December, she got 30% off.
and she's doing meetups.
Yeah, she's doing meetups. Mom's doing meetups. You can't lie to me. I saw her Twitter. She's not 0.01%. Not with all that roast beef down there. I'm not in the deli. I don't know, man. Like that, it's got to be tough being a shorty growing up now, dog. I'm not even gonna stunt with you because the amount of people on OnlyFans, bro. How many moms are on OnlyFans, bro?
A lot, bro. A lot. There's a documentary on Netflix about like the rise in OnlyFans, and there was actually somebody asked about that because I think they had like a freshman or something. They're like, "Are you embarrassed that like you're?" And because she even said like, "Yeah, there are times where I go through my subscribers list and I'm like, oh, well, that's he's in English class with my son." It's like, are we normalizing this?
How do you stop that? Does OnlyFans have a way to stop that?
I mean, technically you're supposed to be 18, but I don't know how much checking they're doing with that.
But like, if you see that, do you legally have to be like, oh, he's in English class with my son, report? Like, it's a wild world that we getting into now, dog. Like,
the question's the gray area that we live in now. Because then you also got to think about this too. Like, if you're OnlyFans, chances are that means you're also promoting on social media. And as me and you know that we both have to clear our timelines, you can wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning, you're seeing butthole on your time, like just casually.
Regular day, bro. Regular day.
So you have to pay the $7.99. So if you're on top of that, your mom's selling stuff for $7.99. But I could just log into Twitter and see your mama's orifices for free. You can never say anything to me, bro.
Hey, dog. Bullying has got to be different now,
bro.
Dog.
That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised fights don't go up, bro.
Jesus Christ. Muzz was sitting there talking about me for like my dad being fat back in the day. That's all I had to deal with. Now it's like, hey, man, your mom. And here's the thing, right? Because there's got to be a lot of kids. So like now, are you competing, right? Be like, oh, your mom can't do DP. What a trollop. Like, yeah, I mean, like, are you like trying to down her for not being able to do?
Your dad's a cock. I seen him recording the video of your mama with two black guys. Like, it's just like, this is normal. That's normal shit talk now, bro.
Nah, that's got to be insane living, bro. And here's the wild part. This what I don't like. They trying to turn it on us, right? They trying to get us back now. Because did you see the Freaknik documentaries coming out?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that's somebody young that was like, nope, y'all aunties was out here too. Your mama was at Freaknik.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
Lips at Atlanta, boy.
That's crazy.
Back in the what is Freaknik? What year was Freaknik? Oh,
I don't know, bro.
When they stopped Freaknik? 02, 03?
That's even before my time.
No, Freaknik is your time, bro.
I'm talking about. So if it was 2001, that means I would have been 13 years old. Did I do the math on that correctly? I carried a 1. Yeah. Oh no.
The last Freaknik was 1999.
Oh yeah. Hey, that barely counts, bro. That barely tracks.
That's crazy, bro. Mud, they trying to get Mud 1999 too. We still doing full bush on that 90s. 90s was that shaved or was that what was the style then? I was a shorty. The shorty. Yeah, I mean that's crazy time.
That's crazy, bro.
Crazy times, bro. They trying to get us back, bro. And I'm not here for it because I swear to God, I see anybody I'm related to down there. I'm running a fade on the next person. Like anybody,
you got to.
Somebody it could be an innocent bystander. Just like, hey, y'all see that Freaknik documentary? Like, nah, bro. Like, nah, we not talking about nothing. Don't watch episode 3.
Wait till you turn into the Freaknik documentary and you realize that the HR lady at your first job was at Freaknik, and you go be like, wait a second, what?
I go, but hey,
don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble.
Hey, man. That's gonna be a wild one, bro. Like, why do we need the in-depth breakdown? First off, here's my issue with it, right? Are people gonna watch this? Because Freaknik is held as it was a good time. Was it crazy? Mm-hmm. Yes. Was it wild? Yes, but it was a good time. Is now Freaknik going to be viewed as, I don't even know how to ask you, right? Like something that you can't, it's already canceled. I know they was trying to bring it back, but like it's something that you cancel, or
with the way that society is now, they may end up bringing it back.
Well, they tried to last year, if I'm not mistaken.
But I'm saying after this documentary pops off, because it's going to pop off.
Yeah.
They're going to bring it back.
Oh, you think the OnlyFans chicks are down there for a 2024 Freaknik?
Yeah. It's happening.
Is Miss B down there? That's something. Miss B
nasty. I think she's ascended above Freaknik levels at this point, bro. Like,
just saying. I remember
if Miss B Nasty shows up to 2024, 2025 Freaknik, just know, bro, that's it. Like we've reached the pinnacle at that point, bro.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying I've seen anything, but I remember in the old Freaknik, there was a busted fire hydrant that was shooting water out. Do we just not need that?
There's no need for a fire hydrant anymore.
We don't need the fire hydrant no more. We good.
It may smell a little funny, but it is what it is. All
right, let's get him out of here before we get in trouble, man. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning back in with the Views from the Bleachers podcast, man. If we said anything in this mug that y'all didn't vibe with, you might not be sitting in the same section as us. Let us know what y'all want us to talk about next. Drop comments in the you dig below. Let us know if you guys enjoy us doing this kind of content. We're going to do it anyway, but it's fun to know if you enjoy it or not. As always, your boy Pat the Designer back at it again, joined by
the one and only CEO Haize, the red bearded assassin, the best motherfucking podcast this side of the Mississippi.
You're so aggressive. Y'all stay safe out there, man. Peace.